Good, how are you doing? That guy's the jerk from the last video. Yeah, I think he's an AIPAC. I almost think.
Free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, help us stop smoking and they're running into
That's what it looks like there.
Yeah, dead children with my tax money.
Dude,
Hey, I'm just here to work, man.
Really? You're working in the middle of the... why is it your job to document people's faces? Really?
Stop killing
Like, who pays you to do that?
children. This is what God
Dude, I just stepped out for a smoke, brother.
Really? Really?
Just a camera guy.
Really? So am I.
We know I walk for AIPAC, buddy.
Yes. Just settle down, Rich. Don't get started so early.
To the bottom 10%, we can do all right with the 5 million. Just let them go.
Walk around a little bit, guys. See you around here, Richard. Question, thank you.
Thanks.
This is a sensitive limit for me because I really like
Hey,
this.
This is great, isn't it? Yeah, you guys. Excellent. Awesome. She's done with the other
Can I get one of those from you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's another wall. Another wall, yeah. Where is it? It's right over
You
there.
want one of these two?
Sure do.
Check it out.
The National Call-In Day for Al Jazeera.
Oh, okay, to get them in the U.S., right?
Right.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Don't know why it's not already happening, but let's make it
Well, I
happen.
wonder why.
Oh, I know the answer.
Free, free Palestine! I got these. Okay, well, you probably
Every man. Thank
I
you.
was in shock. I was like, oh my God, I agree with something that you said. Okay, I got an update here. This is National Call-In Day, March 23rd.
It was like she was suddenly someone, she took the bag off her head for me and said, blurt it out this thing, which you can appreciate. And then she put the bag back.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I just heard
No,
this.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
most of the time she has to say. Or
Yeah.
has to say. I don't think she got so much trouble for it.
See, just going back, I heard. Hey, nobody here has a burgundy Toyota Camry. Oh.
South Africa, apartheid, and yet we won't go denounce Israel, apartheid,
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think apartheid, I'm not that blind,
Hello there. Nice to see you out here. Thank you. Sorry we have to be here, but I'm glad you're here. Holy. Looks like it's all about the money.
That's all anything is about. Greed
That's-
and power.
It's pathetic. Nice sign, but pathetic that it has to be that.
Yes.
Yeah. Greed and power. Absolutely.
Libya, the way I got the sense in Egypt, but what do I know?
Oh, hi, you guys.
Guess who I found?
Yeah.
Well, look who I
A
found.
wayward person.
I'm back.
Hey, so this is where you guys have been. I've been looking for you all.
Thanks to Joe's email, I'm here. This is my first protest since I've come back from Southern California from China.
All right. I knew you were out of the
In
country there.
China?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't protest there, so come back here and protest.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I'm doing well.
Good. You were arrested here a few years ago, wasn't it?
2 years ago, and strangely enough, when I walked across the driveway, one of the cops waved to me, which was kind of interesting for me.
It's kind of like deja vu.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at all. But apparently the oxygen or the cane or something stimulated that they remember the incident.
Now, do you think much has changed as far as the way AIPAC deals with people in the past 2 years?
Well, last year they didn't close off the driveway at all, and they allowed people to actually chalk in the driveway, which was totally different from the year before.
Yeah.
You know, I got arrested just for trying to walk across. So everybody learned their lesson, I think, that it's not worth the hassle, and that's what we tried to do, and we took it to court and we sued, and we tried to make it a hassle for them to do this kind of stuff.
Still ongoing court battle on that,
Yeah,
right?
it's still
Okay.
going. Apparently, it's still in the Court of Appeals, and that's going to take a long time.
Okay. Meanwhile, what's happened with these AIPAC people? Have they're still up to the same old stuff, right?
But they're in a lot of trouble because there's a guy by the name of Rosen who used to be the number 2 guy in AIPAC, and he got caught in a spy ring. That actually one of the State Department people were arrested and copped a plea and ended up with 6 years in prison. And Rosen and another guy in AIPAC were indicted for espionage. And when the Obama administration came in, they dropped the charges. Now you can speculate of why they dropped the charges, but they dropped the charges. However, Rosen turned around and is suing AIPAC because AIPAC fired him. And he basically is arguing that he's suing for $20 million because he's saying that he just did what they instructed him to do. So now all of this is going to come out in a trial, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah.
So AIPAC now is spending lots of money, tens of millions of dollars fighting this suit from Rosen. So they're not as powerful as they used to be. And all of a sudden people are beginning to question them. You know, what is this? How do we stay with this organization that is being investigated for espionage? You know, that's a tough one. So that's exciting, and that trial should be coming up here pretty soon. And all the dirty laundry is going to come out. So we'll see all the politicians and all the money that they constantly spend. I mean, think about it. We give Israel $1.5 billion.
That guy there is
He's an instigator.
He's an instigator.
Yeah. We give Israel $1.5 billion. Okay? AIPAC spends $70 million on our politicians. So we give them the money, and then it comes back to buy our politicians. And Kulinowski, just recently we protested against him because he's trying to break the boycott. He's trying to get Oregon to buy more and more Israeli stuff. So he's now become a lobbyist for Israel.
Is he expected to show up here today, do you think?
I don't know, but I have a special sign for him.
Oh, okay.
This is for Teddy. Teddy Kulinowski, our ex-governor. Thank God he's our ex-governor.
Well, it doesn't seem like very many cars are coming in yet, so I don't know if this is going to be a big popular thing today, or
We don't know.
You know?
This is our 3rd year, and we'll have to see.
put some
There is
pressure on
another
him.
way of getting in there, and I haven't figured it out yet. there's a road someplace that they smuggle in the VIPs because they don't come through this main.
Well, guy at the far end, he mentioned that they came in. A lot of them came in down there on a road that goes in, but I don't know if that's the road.
Last year we blocked that one off and they still got in, so I think there's a third way in.
Well, pretty soon they'll have to sneak in on tunnels.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you out too.
Great to see
If
you
we
too,
make
Mike.
them sneak in, isn't that cool?
What does that say?
That says they're sneaky.
See you around.
Okay.
He started roughing them up. You know, they were
Joe Walsh, the lone vet.
Joe Walsh,
Yeah,
right?
last
He was
time,
walking
yeah.
right here. I was right behind him, and he starts walking. He wanted, you know, I mean, he was willing to be arrested. He's an old man. He had the oxygen tank,
yeah.
and so a couple of these cops come over. These young guys. They put his hands behind his back with the cuffs, and they started roughing him up. They started, you know, putting paint on him. And I said, dude, does that make you feel good? You know, what kind of thugs are you, man? I mean, he's an old man and you're roughing him up, and thank God, you know, they sort of backed off a little bit, but they were just willing to rough up an old man with an oxygen tank.
A empty driveway.
For nothing. He was just being,
Right,
you know,
right.
doing his political deal, you know, and it was a disgusting display of arrogance and sadism on the part of the Portland police.
Yeah.
And my God, I wish that would have been better represented on video, because I saw it firsthand and it was disgusting.
Right.
There's no amount of degradation and no amount of violence that the police and the powers that be that won't go to discount the people who are criticizing these war crimes that are going on that we're happen to be paid for, that we're paying for as U.S. taxpayers. And that's why we're out here today, because it's a disgusting thing. And one of the main things is that we are so ashamed of our Oregon Democratic politicians like Blumenauer and Kulongoski and Wyden. And these people are coming in here and supporting AIPAC, and they know it's wrong. These are not, you know, low information people. They know these war crimes are being committed, you know, that AIPAC is supporting wholeheartedly, yet they come in here and they genuflect to these people, and because they don't have the courage to do it, to stand up against it, because they know it's political suicide. I wish we had some politicians here in Oregon that would stand up for human rights and justice.
Amen.
You know,
Thank you for saying that. Yes, you hit it right on the head.
that's what we're here for. I'm ashamed of our Oregon politicians, the people who know better, yet they still genuflect at the altar of money and power and greed and racism. Zionism equals racism. Look at what's going on, you know, and maybe someday they'll wake up. You know, they have to come in not through the main gates here because they're ashamed. They won't come through here the main gates. And it just proves when you have to hide, you know, your attendance at an open meeting like this, you know, then that says something.
Joe Walsh just said the very same thing. They're being sneaky. Now they got to sneak in and out to do with their business.
Everyone knows what's going on, and it's just disgusting. You know, it shows what America is turning into, and we have to stand up to this fascism that AIPAC is supporting wholeheartedly. We do not want it happening in our name. You know, the United States does so many bad things around the world, and this is just another one of them, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed as an American.
Thank you, man, for being out here.